you a federal employee, CSRS or FERS? Hello, I'm John Mason, president of Mason & Associates. I'm a certified financial planner, and I've been specializing serving federal employees for over 14 years. If you're a federal employee, don't search online for a financial planner using this term, financial planner near me. We need to be more specific. Now, let me take a step back for a second. Financial planner near me is a great way to get started if you're looking for a local company who may be able to help you in your financial plan. Specifically for us in Newport News, Virginia, if folks search for financial planner near me, we will pop up. They'll be able to see things like reviews and website, and they'll be able to do some due diligence on us. And by going to our website, they'll quickly learn that we specialize with federal employees, that we can spell more than just TSP. We know FERS, we know FEGLI, we know long-term care benefits. We know these benefits better than most. So you'll quickly be able to see on our website that we speak your language, not ours, that we can solve your specific problems, and you'll be able to identify that we specialize in serving federal employees in or near retirement who have over $1 million of investable assets. Financial planner near me is a fine way to start your search. And maybe you will get lucky and find a financial planner near you who also specializes with you, the federal employee, who can actually speak your language. But what if you live in an area where there's so many federal employees, or you're only getting search results of these big mega RIAs or big mega broker dealers, and you're looking for something a little more personal? Maybe searching for a financial planner near me isn't going to get the job done. If I'm a federal employee and I'm a consumer, I'm going to put a priority on finding a financial planning firm that specializes with me rather than a firm that's next door. So folks, this is self-serving, so I'll go ahead and say that. If I'm a federal employee, I'm searching for federal employee financial planning or financial planner or advisor who specializes with federal employees. And after I get that list, I'm going to start going to their website, reviewing their content, looking so I can see, do they specialize with me? Can they help me? Can they benefit me? Can they help me do this retirement journey? So I would suggest to you that financial planner near me, probably not the best search term. You're going to want to search for something more specific like federal employee financial planning. And then maybe if you search that, you'll notice that our federal employee financial planning podcast comes up. So a few years ago, we know what happened. We were forced to go from in-person meetings to virtual client meetings. And that was a difficult time. But what it's done for us is now we meet with our clients 99% virtual instead of 99% in person. And these virtual meetings are great from an educational standpoint, but they're also wonderful because these education or strategy sessions end up morphing into action and implementation meetings. This was something that we weren't able to do before because people were coming to the office, maybe they were late, they didn't have access to all of the passwords and documents that we may need access to. So we've noticed the trend in a positive direction that we're able to meet with clients virtually, produce a better educational experience, and also transition these meetings from not just strategy, but to action and implementation. So yes, we do believe that virtual financial planning makes sense. Why am I sharing this with you? Well, down in the description below, we're going to link an episode to our Federal Employee Financial Planning podcast where we specifically discuss virtual versus in-person client meetings. And what I'm suggesting to you today on this YouTube video is that, yes, we want to do business locally. I would love to work with all local firms and support all small businesses in my hometown. But folks, that's not necessarily possible, specifically if you're a federal employee and you're looking for advice on folks who specialize with you. So in our recommendation, our opinion, you're going to be better off working virtually with someone who specializes than working locally with someone who has maybe helped, less than 10 or maybe only one financial planning client that looks like you and has your specific problems. I'd like to share a brief story on how passionate we are about this. I have a good friend who recently contacted me, and he has some equity compensation. He has some unique planning opportunities. And I was a little bit offended during this conversation because, number one, it didn't sound like he wanted to hire me to be his financial planner. And I was like, well, that's kind of strange because we have a really good relationship. And then as we were continuing talking in the conversation, I actually recommended to him another firm. And I mentioned to my friend, I said, we specialize with federal employees at or near retirement who have $1 million or more, who have tax problems, who want to understand their benefits better. That's what we do. We do not help 35 or 40-year-olds who have equity compensation and work at tech companies. These are two completely different clients. So rather than me trying to convince my friend that I should be his financial planner, I was able to refer him to another firm who actually does this, who specializes with people just like him. That's such a better fit. Could I figure out equity compensation? Absolutely. Do I know how equity compensation works? Of course I do. Is it what I do every day? Is it my highest and best value? No, because that's not our typical client. So it would be a disservice to him as well as our existing clients for me to bring on somebody who I don't specialize with. And unfortunately, many firms out there do not specialize with federal employees. Your service computation date, understanding your leave and earnings statement, understanding the nuances of breaks in service, and even throwing out terms like the CSRS actuarial reduction. Could they find the right answer? Absolutely. How much is it going to cost you in the meantime while they have to do the research, delay other implementation items in your financial plan, or possibly get it wrong because you're their first, second, maybe 10th federal employee client? My objective in this video today is not to convince you to become a client of ours. There are other firms out there that specialize with you as well. If it's not us, find a firm that's intimately familiar with your benefits package. Use more granular search tools, Federal Employee Financial Planner, instead of fee-only financial planner or CFP near me or financial planner near me. And although referrals can be a wonderful way to be introduced to a financial planning firm, referrals who don't specialize is not that much better than finding a local firm who doesn't specialize. Folks, we're Mason & Associates, masonllc.net. We'll drop some podcast episodes in the description below. Thank you for being on this video. Thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel. Quick disclaimer, we're financial planners first. We do this second, but guess what? We're not your financial planners, so nothing in this video can be construed as financial planning, tax planning, or any legal advice. That cannot be had unless you're an client of Mason & Associates. Thanks again for being with us, and we'll see you right here next time on the Mason & Associates YouTube channel.